going on, guys? It is another beautiful day, and today what we're going to be talking about is the upcoming 2020 presidential election debates between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Now, it's been a couple weeks since my last video, my last uploads. I did a three-part, was initially going to be two-part video about the breaking news that for some reason wasn't as breaking as I would have thought it would have been, was the Pentagon acknowledging and putting out articles about the UFOs, the undisclosed off-world vehicles that they have possession of that weren't made on this earth, quote, from them. And I put out a third video that was an update on that, where it kind of looked like they started inching back a statement. The guy that they quoted didn't want to say outright. If you guys didn't watch that video, please go check it out, or check out those three videos. Leave them a like on them, share them wherever you can. But now we're going to get back to Earth, and we're going to get back to political talk and the United States. And we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the 2020 presidential debate coming up on September 29th. And, I froze. Okay, we good? Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why my computer keeps freezing. 2020 presidential debate in the arena that I forget, actually. I apologize. I don't remember what the arena is, but, and I want to kind of go over some of the strengths, some of the weaknesses that I believe you're going to see. We're going to see Donald Trump, Biden going at it, and who's going to ultimately come out of these looking better, who's going to win. And I want to talk about a little bit about Kamala Harris and Mike Pence, and see who I think maybe is going to come out on top with those. But starting off with Trump and Biden here, someone came to me and they said, listen, I think how the Democrats need to beat Trump, if they want to beat him, they need to beat him on policy, and in the debates he needs to own Trump in the debates. And I said, maybe that can be effective, but here's the dangerous part, and here's why I think the policy thing isn't as key as people think it is in a debate. In 2016, Hillary Clinton went up against Donald Trump, as everybody knows. And if you go back and you watch those debates, Trump, freezing again. I apologize. I'm about to get a new camera. I'm so sorry for the freezes. Trump is very good at turning the spotlight when he doesn't know something. He's good at hiding his weaknesses in a tight spot. So when he's on the debate stage, debating against Clinton, they bring up a question, and Clinton would give a really well-rounded overall, crowd-pleasing answer. You could say status quo, but it was professional. She knew what to say. She knew the point. She knew the policy. Trump was very good at turning that, and when he doesn't know an answer or he can't give a good one, he kind of rambles a bit, and then he'll throw his opponent a curveball and throw him under the bus with a slander or with a this to get the crowd pop. He's so good at that because he has had numerous reality TV shows over his lifetime, mainly known The Apprentice, but he has that charisma of a TV star, and he is able to pivot the light. If he doesn't know a question, he's good at being like, oh, let's put the light over here, not on that. He's good at hiding his weaknesses. So he'll give an answer totally off the wall, doesn't really answer the question, and insults his opponent, and it gets more of a pop than Hillary's answer did, and she had a pretty solid, response, key points, was impressive. Doesn't matter. The pop comes from the insult, and that's where I think it's going to be really dangerous for Biden going into this, Because I think, hands down, if you're going to sit there, and I think it's a good thing they have multiple moderators now. I think if you're going to sit there and you're going to tell two presidential candidates, you're going to keep them in line, you need multiple moderators. I know in 2016 the moderator was walked all over, especially by Trump. And that's the thing, you need someone that's going to keep that under control. But it's dangerous for Biden because he can come out of those debates. Sure, he might be able to walk all over Trump with answers to how he's going to do things in debates, and they'll sound great. But I'm still worried that when it goes toe to toe and he starts hurling insults I'm hoping Biden deals with it better than Clinton does, because she kind of a lot of times seemed like she didn't know how to combat it. I mean, and to be fair, no one did, because no one faced anybody like Trump on a debate stage up until that point, really. Trump is his own beast. Frozen again. I am so sorry. But anyway, no one faced Trump or anybody like Trump up until this point. So it's going to be interesting. I think ultimately, it's hard to say, because if you're looking at a perspective of just simply policy, economy, and global warming, I think Biden needs to do what he's been doing, and maybe he'll get some extra leverage and key points in if he holds Trump responsible for some of the things that he has done or has lacked action in, and put him on the spot on the stage. But, Trump, he is very skilled, and like him or hate him, he will turn the light away from himself. That's what he does. So, that being said, if we're going to go back to Kamala Harris and Mike Pence, that's going to be interesting. I think the fire that Trump has, let me put it this way, I think Trump actually picked an opposite of himself as vice president in terms of personality. Mike Pence is very calm, collected, and laid back. I don't think I've seen him ever show emotion. Excuse me, that was an update. I don't think I've ever seen him show emotion. And I know Kamala Harris is going to be a really enthusiastic speaker, and she's, from what I've seen thus far, her long history, her resume in California, everything she's done, the force and everything. I think she is going to ultimately, if they actually do debate the vice presidents, I'm going to say Kamala is going to walk all over Mike Pence. But we'll see. I'm not taking anything away from Mike Pence, but I see her really taking the cake. The Trump and Biden one is going to be interesting to see. Depends on how Biden handles himself when Trump hurls insults. Is it going to be just an insult fest? Is it going to be back and forth? I don't know. But I just want to let you guys in on what I've been doing since the last video, what I've been thinking about. I was kind of thinking, what's the next video I can do? I recorded a few I might release, but this one, I know it's coming up in less than a month now, about, was it the 9th? It is the 8th. So, that'll be coming up in about 21 days. And we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think down below. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share it wherever you can. I appreciate you. If you watched the entirety of this video, thank you. I really appreciate you. And I was going to say Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok down below, but I don't have TikTok anymore, and I believe, I haven't looked it up, but I think, I don't know if Trump made the move on making that or banning that. I'm not sure. But I haven't had it in a few weeks, so yeah. All right. I guess I will see you guys on the next one.